So a new study, listen to this, from Fidelity Investments, showing over 20% of women do not take part in planning for retirement with their spouses. And more than half of all the working couples disagreed on how much money they need to retire comfortably. So we've got an issue here. Credible.com personal finance expert Dan Roccato here to fill us in on couples retirement planning. We really need to talk about this, Dan. Good morning.
Hey, Liz, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So let's retire comfortably. I mean, how crucial is it for couples to be on the same page as they plan their finances?
Yeah, it's really important. Here's the irony, Liz. It's kind of interesting that women, as you just said, have a much less of a role in the retirement planning for lots of different reasons. But yet women statistically will live much longer in retirement than their husbands or their partners. So it's kind of ironic that the folks who need it the most, unfortunately, are participating the least.
So what's up with that? Why the discrepancy when it comes to men and women, when it comes to planning for long-term finances, especially for retirement?
Yeah, good question. Full disclosure, I am married for 500 years to the First Lady. I've got three smart, strong daughters. So this is an issue that's close to my own
Yeah.
kitchen table, if you will. I think a lot of it is traditional roles, traditional, sort of customs. Women historically have earned less than men. They've interrupted their career more than men. So men have then taken on more of a dominant role when it comes to planning. But you know, as I said, it's kind of outdated thinking and it's sort of outmoded in many respects, but yet it still prevails in many relationships. It's not good, Liz. We really do need to be on equal footing when it comes to planning for the future.
I got to admit, I mean, everyone wants to, think about a happy retirement, but I get nervous. I'm nervous talking about this because I want to make sure that we're well off, that we're ready to
Right.
go. Is it too late for us to start thinking about maybe equalizing this a bit?
Great question. Never too late. Never too late. And there's no shame, right? So first of all, for all the viewers, I want to say this is the no shame zone here in Seattle because listen, none of us are perfect at this, right? And you might be in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s and say, geez, I haven't really done anything yet. It's okay. It's not too late. We can get started. Don't panic, right? The worst thing is not doing anything.
Yeah.
So ladies, what I want you to do is make sure that you're engaged with your husbands, your partners, make sure that you understand exactly what today's financial situation is like, and then move on to, well, how much will we need? When do we think we might retire? What specific steps and actions can we take now to get us there?
Finally, Dan, I do have a question. I mean, some couples don't share finances, or maybe
Right.
they're not sharing the same accounts. I mean, do you ever see a benefit for doing that, or do we need to just lay it all out on the line?
That's a great question. And I always like to say, if you're sharing the sheets, you have to share the balance sheet as well, right?
I love that. I
Crazy.
love that.
But here's the thing, there are some legitimate times, Liz, and I've seen it in my private practice over the years when it does make sense to keep things separate. If you're, for example, in a relationship that's not secure, you probably don't want to have those joint, everythings. And finally, if you're married to a financial train wreck, and some of us are, we love them to death, but we're still married to that financial train wreck, it may make sense to kind of go your own way with respect to planning.
Wow, I didn't think about that, but I mean, that's probably the case as well in some relationships. Dan Roccato, as always, we love having you on. Thanks for the great tips this morning.
Thanks, Liz. Have a great weekend. See you next week.
Yeah, you too.